Taiwan? Because I think it might be a little bit different from what we hear in the West often.
Taiwan is only a piece on the geopolitical chessboard. Many people support Taiwan. Support Taiwan not because they know very much about Taiwan or because they really love Taiwanese people, but because they see it as a way of somehow controlling China, keeping China down. It's a way of poking China. But they don't realize that for China, Taiwan is a matter of historical justice. Before the Second World War ended, the Cairo Conference, which was attended by Stalin, Churchill, Roosevelt, and Chiang Kai-shek, it was already agreed that Taiwan will be restored to China after the war. And in Potsdam, the Cairo Declaration was reaffirmed. So for China, all the victorious powers agree that Taiwan is part of China. And it's a matter of time. Of course, they prefer to be peaceful, but they cannot give up the possibility of the use of force any more than Madrid can allow Catalonia to declare unilateral independence, or London agree to Scotland declaring unilateral independence. So that is not your preference, because we're the same people. But you cannot say, I will not, because if you don't, then independence is almost a foregone conclusion. The Chinese see many Western powers talking about Taiwan as if it is just a card to be played, but for them, no. So when the German Foreign Minister, Baerbock, visited China recently, State Councillor Wang Yi said something which to me was deeply emotional. He said, we supported German reunification. We hope Germany will support Chinese reunification. And Germany was an aggressive power, whereas China was a victim. So if there was moral cause for German reunification, the moral cause for Chinese reunification is greater. Now, does China want to invade Taiwan? Of course not. And that's the reason why in 2015, Xi Jinping met Ma Ying-jeou, who was then the president of China, in Singapore as an equal. They did it at Shangri-La. I was with the Quad Big then. Okay. They told me that the bill was split 50-50. and the Xi Jinping brought Mao Tai, which is 52%. And Ma Ying-jeou, not to be outdone, he brought Jingmen Gaoliang, which is also 52%. Both are very good leakers. And the words expressed that evening were highly emotional. Xi Jinping took risks meeting the Taiwanese leader as an equal. It was never done before. He did it not for Ma Ying-jeou, who was stepping down. He did it for the current president before she took over. But she's decided that, no, it's better not to have a one China consensus because she's from a political party called the DPP. In the DPP, the first article in the political platform of the party constitution says, our mission is to establish an independent Republic of Taiwan. So China is wondering, when the US plays Taiwan, is it your objective to keep us divided forever? If that is your objective, then there'll be war. But if your objective is gradual convergence, then naturally there'll be peace. Now, what position does Europe take? But frankly, I think many European leaders take positions without knowing the history, and therefore ambling into a minefield without realizing it is a minefield.
I remember the speaking notes I would always have when I met Chinese counterparts. It was remember to mention one China policy. That was always the one. But of course, Taiwan has now, I mean, do you see any parallels then between Russia and Ukraine?